What's up, everybody? Hey, I have something that I've been wrestling with, and something that it's almost painful to admit, but a question that I've really been reflecting on for the last couple of weeks since getting home and kind of going through the entire Business Mastery program with Tony. And I had to really reflect on, Kelly, have you ever played all out ever in your life? And so I invite you to ask that question to yourself, because the quality of our life is determined by the quality of questions that we reflect on and ask ourselves. So it's a question that I've been reflecting on and really searching deep, of what does that mean? What does that look like? And was there a time that I ever really played full out? And I really determined that I don't think I have. I went back to as far as my memories would really take me of when it would require me to play full out to get a necessary goal or a big vision that I went after. And I go back to high school sports. I can admit that I did not play full out. And then I went to college and I did not play full out. And then my teaching career and coaching career, and really my entrepreneurship career, my real estate career, everything that I've done, and this is the tough part, and it's even tougher to admit it, I've been blessed and lucky enough to be given a lot of talents and a lot of skills that have been valuable in different areas. And I've worked hard at many times in my life. I've applied a lot of hard work ethics to a certain skill. But I really had to say, Kelly, did you really play full out? Did you give everything? Or could you have done more to reach that big goal? And here's the scary thing is I didn't, you don't really realize it until you really sit there and ponder on and reflect on it, meditate on it, and then drop your ego and get really truthful with yourself. That I had to be truthful with myself and say, no, Kelly, you really haven't. You didn't put in the extra effort in the weight room. You didn't put in the extra effort of extra practices. You didn't do X, Y, and Z. So as I reflected on that the last couple weeks, I read my visions every single morning, and I get myself, after getting myself into prime state. And then I really had to go through some steps of what does playing all out mean? Because I'm making the dedication and the commitment to play full out, right now for the next 36 months. I think we're going to be going through some tough times in terms of a global economy. But really that doesn't matter, because if we play full out in any economy, we're going to reach our visions and greater. And so one thing that I reflected on is every time I kind of start to go down, I almost am more afraid of what if I play full out and I don't reach these visions, and I kind of stop myself. Have you ever done that in your life? Have you wanted something really bad, and then we start down that pathway, and then your mind starts creeping in? It's like, well, shoot, what if you go as hard as you can and you still don't reach that goal? And I've had to get over a lot of stuff, and like I said, a lot of that was ego. Is like my ego is telling me, well, Kelly, what, you could fail, you could do this, and I really had to internalize, what will I look like? What will my life look like if I just play all out? What if I don't reach that vision? But who would I become if I played full out? And at that end of that 36 months, I have to be able to say, I went full out. I played full out. For me, right now, the commitment that I've made to myself is I'm working out once or twice every single day. I'm waking up early, taking that cold shower, getting myself in a prime state, and practicing my RPM before I do anything, 7 days a week. That I'm not going to live on a 5-day-a-week work schedule, 2 days off, that I'm not going to live in the realm of time, that I'm going to live in the realm of outcomes. Another big commitment that I made that I've shared with some people is I'm giving up drinking until. I recently just had my birthday, and I had to realize and admit that I had never not drank on a birthday since I was 18 years old. And I just turned 36, so 18 straight years of drinking on my birthday. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. And like I said, some outcomes are positive, some outcomes are negative, and some outcomes are neutral. But it's not something, what I determined is it's not something that's serving me playing full out, me going after the vision. And it's hard to say this on film, and it's hard to admit this to yourself. So I really had to go through everything that I do on a weekly basis or monthly basis or daily basis. And I had to evaluate all these things and say, is this serving me? Is this serving the greater purpose towards that big vision? Because if I really, really want to get here, if this vision, is that strong and that compelling, and it's going to be so amazing that it takes X, Y, and Z sacrifice or doing different, eating different, drinking different, whatever it is, differently, working different, working out differently. I had to take those things and individually, is this serving me? Is this serving my vision? Is it serving my kids? Is it serving my family? And it's going to be hard, but there's few that go through it and then stick with it. And I just have to believe that end vision of who I will become in 36 months. So when I turn 39, I'm going to look back at this video, and I don't even recognize the person that I am. And in 36 months, some people are like, man, that's a long time. And I actually shortened that down. I used to always do 5-year visions. I did a 36-month on purpose, 3 years, 36 months, because that's a countdown now. 36 months, if you think about the last 36 months of your life, it's that. And I continuously feel that way of like, holy crap, where did the last 3 years go? So the next 3 years, I want you to think about, reflect on, what does playing full out fully look like for you? And it should look differently for you than it does for me. And it's not something you can just go copy your spouse or the person who's also going after their vision, because you have to determine, what does playing full out look like for you, and then you got to go after it.